And here with Coach Neal Blackburn of Rockbridge, who finished off a great state meet, bringing the first place and a second place trophy home. What's your just initial reactions and thoughts?
On the guy side, there's a little bit of relief right now.
Sure.
And on the girl side, just really happy that those girls can finally get medals put around their necks. We knew Lisa West was going to be really good, and on this day, nobody was going to get them. So neither team makes me happier than the other. They both, very special day.
Yeah. Well, the weather wasn't quite, what we were expecting. Pretty cold and really windy early on. Samantha just said that they went back on the bus to stay warm, but felt like they were ready to go coming in. And
absolutely, we'd had some of those warm days, and so more than anything, I know a lot of kids around the state were probably battling colds today and stuff like that, but I felt like that with it being a little cooler, it wouldn't show up as much as if it were actually a little warmer. So we were okay with that. I just told them let's not waste energy by trying to stay warm. So
yeah,
get out of the elements and go where you're gonna stay warm. So they did that, and they were kind of talking about it's like our freshman year when it's cold and things like that. And so it actually gave them some positive vibes, I think, with regards to we've done this many a times.
Right. On the boys, when the boys started off, obviously you guys were really strong and really deep. And three guys that probably could have been top 10 if things went right, but was it Evan? Was that Schulte that stepped up and was 18th or so?
Yeah, Evan finished 20th, sophomore. He's been doing it all year. The first time he rescued us was at the Liberty Invitational, and really kind of set a trend from there. And he's been doing it all season long and running a great number 4. And Nathan's one of those that have been battling sickness, and he said he just got hit pretty hard on that back loop, and he was gutsy to finish it out, and Evan did what he had to do to finish in front of those Rockhurst guys, and so they did a great job, and that's where this becomes a team sport.
Yeah.
And people got to realize that.
And it seems like I remember just Colin C's having just a tremendous finish. Obviously he's got that 800 speed, but it seems like he really had a big kick. But what was the plan going in? Obviously we knew Zach Harriet is quick and wanted to go out. You want to send Caleb, obviously, I'm sure wanted to follow him, but how do you try to temper that, or you let him go, or?
We try to temper it as much as we can. I told him that the adrenaline rush from just being in state and the audience rush that you're going to get, you are going to start off faster than any other race of the year. We don't want that, because you have that last 1,000 that's so rolling that you've got to be careful. And so I told them to hold back a little bit on that start, because it is a gradual uphill, and you're going to feel it on that back section if you don't. So Caleb was supposed to go out and keep his eyes on Harriet. The goal was to stay within 3 seconds of him, is what we kind of called the striking distance, and then we felt like that if he could do that through about 2 miles, that let's make it a guts race at the end. And those guys both went out after it, and you got to commend the gutsiness from all those guys back especially, and so just fortunately worked out for Caleb real well. But he executed the game plan beautifully with moves in certain spots and such.
Yeah, and where did he end up taking at the lead? Where?
I believe it was back here in this section on the other side of the clubhouse. Okay. Is where he kind of took over. He said Firehouse Hill was good to him, or at least the new version of it. So who knows about the old version, but the new treated him pretty well, I think.
Yeah. 61 points. That's impressive. I remember, at JC we were looking. For some reason, 65 points was the big goal that we were shooting for. I don't know if we thought that was a record top 5, or I don't know that. But 61, that's impressive. And then the girls come back the last race of the day, and Sam and Caleb lead the way for his runner-up finish. Tell me about that, and just all the work that's gone into it, and the payoff, and bring the girls' first trophy home.
Yeah, and that was wonderful by them. The best one ever finished is 8, and that's when those girls were freshmen, and Sam's been another one that's been under the weather, a lot of sorts of things, and Nathan's been battling this week, and just reminded her of the Parkway West Invitational, where she was under the weather and had a monster performance, and she repeated it today. And she's our leader. She's the one that gets beat every time, makes her run her pace. They hate her for a couple months, and they love her today. And and that's what it means to be a captain. And I think she's tired of her kids, and that's what you got to do. And Kayla is a freshman. Had big eyes today, but you know, we wanted her to try to be a low stick down there, and you know, she went out after a little bit harder than she has been, and I think that kind of had a little impact on her race. You know, I think she could have finished a little bit higher, but you know, she was gutsy the way she finished, and then Megan Schulte just to get across the line. It was a little reminiscent of 2 years ago when I had to carry her off with 50 left.
Oh my goodness.
So we were glad that she got across, and we knew once she did that, you know, Emily and Mackenzie as our 4-5 have been fabulous, and once again just did it. But you know, they were supposed to come top 50 and top 70, and they were right there. So they did exactly what we asked them to do.
What's it feel like after, you know, 10 years being with the program and building and getting to this, all the hard work, and starting out with not having enough kids that you know that you'd expected, and I mean, I'm sure that's got to be super satisfying.
It's absolutely satisfying. I mean, it's the journey. It's life. You know, it's those things that you build upon each year, and you always try to better yourself, and you try to teach that to your kids, and to actually go in and do that, it's a very surreal moment, very surreal day, and you know, maybe it'll even feel better tomorrow. But as I said earlier, I'm gonna probably go off somewhere on the course and cry for a little bit, and get my emotions in order, because I'm bouncing all over the place right now.
Yeah.
But it's special for those kids, because it's something that they'll always be able to treasure, and to do it with teammates you love. It doesn't get any better than that.
Right. Well, great job, congratulations, and hopefully another great race, and hopefully next Sunday, and who knows, maybe a trip up to Oregon. So
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Awesome. Well, great job.